Alright guys, today we're going to be doing a afternoon trading session. First thing I'm going to do is going to mark out the afternoon range, 30 minutes, so it's going to be 1:30 to 2 o'clock. And the first presented fair value gap, so it would be this one right here. So boom and boom. Alright, then we took out the low of the afternoon range. So it looks like we're going to leave relative equal highs. This is the high during the 30 minutes from here to here. I'm going to delete this actually, so pretty nice. I do feel like the price is probably going to want to come back into here, take out liquidity there. We also have kind of relative equal highs there. Let's see. So we do have a wick right here. The bodies of the candles is staying at the 50% level. Alright, we took it out. Never mind, guys. Alright, so this is the first percentage fair value gap. Can't recall if it was afternoon or in the morning, but looks like we just touched that 50%. I am gonna take a trade here. I do definitely feel like price does want to go higher. Okay, order rejected. All right, so I do feel like we're gonna go higher. I'm just seeing if we can break what would be considered a market structure shift the moment we break this high. So what I'm thinking is if we are in a buy program, I do want to see price just run up from here. We don't want to see it come back down here, because what I'm looking at is just either entering a downtrend. The price is going to want to come back up to here, keep on going down further. But if we're in a buy program, I want to see this get taken out, come back down into here, and then ultimately reach for this high, which was the afternoon range. So let's see right now. We're just patiently waiting to see what happened. All right, so what I'm noticing is I'm gonna draw it out so you guys can see it a little bit clearly. So we do have this fair value gap here. Price does seem to be respecting it, and the only one I see on this is this green one. Excuse me, is this green one. So we're kind of chopping around here. So right here is when you really want to be patient, because we saw this pretty big move. And we have first presented fair value gap here. So price does not want to go down into here. Looks like it's somewhat respected. The screen fair value gap. And I don't think there should be any reason why this should keep on going lower. So what I do is place an order. We can use this as an inversion fair value gap, so you guys can see. So that'd be orange. I doubt price is gonna want to come back down into here. So what we had was at 1:30. So 1:30 all the way to 2 o'clock. All right. Okay, so we had this right here, 1:30 to 2 o'clock. We can obviously tell the high is the top of the white box and the low is the bottom of the white box. So we extend that out. This low did not hit. This did hit it though. So we broke the afternoon range low afterwards. Well, we had, yeah, this low, took it out. We bounced back up, hit this red fair value gap. It acts like it's gonna work, good. But then we leave this green one. This one reacts, took out buy stops here. So right now, what we want to be is patient. And since we think it's gonna go higher, since we just took out this last high, I'd want to see, you know, higher highs, higher lows now. So what we can do is remove that. So I do want to see what the range is. We dropped. 50% would be around here, so we're still at a discount. Still can buy. I want to get a good fill personally. It looks like it's not going to. All right, so we're hoping we get filled here. Right now would be retracing back to 50% almost. Right now we're in between 50 and 75%, so like 60, I would say. So we're at a 40% discount right now in this short-term range right now. And the place to buy would realistically be below 50%. But sometimes price does not want to reach 50. All right, so we got filled. We're inside that old red fair value gap. I'm hoping it turns into an inversion. All right, so we're hitting that old fair value gap. And we're gonna flip this around. So see if OTE. What I do like, what I'm noticing, is how the price went above it, took out these buy stops and these, and then we come back down, and the bodies of the candles do stay below this hold right here. And right here at 305 is when price touched that old fair value gap pretty nicely. And now we're touching this. It should be right, so let me change this. No one gets confused. Okay, so we touched the 50%, so we're kind of like in the middle right now. Obviously, I want to see price shoot higher. Okay, so that's a good sign that we do want to go higher. If the price never went above this and it just kept on going down, that would be probably a good indicator that this fair value gap is working and that we're in a sell program. But that doesn't mean that it still can't do it. It's just preferred. Let's say if it were like this, it'd be preferred if the price stayed below this white line. Let me make this different, actually. Oh, that's ugly. Okay. So we would want the price to stay below it if we were selling. But now, right now, it's like this, so we're above it. So it's likely to go higher. My take profit is always at 300. So I don't want to necessarily, go for these longer runs. In the longer term, I would. But my goal is to be reaching 300. So once we're done with this trade, I do want to journal. So I do want to know when I bought. So yeah, I do expect price to really shoot up fast from here. We want speed. And just really quick also, you see how the bodies of the candle closed right at that. That's the things that you kind of want to be looking for and just seeing how it reacts. So the reason I bought was because we were at I put a Fibonacci, a fib on this price run from low to high. So I bought here because at that price wasn't going to go to the 50%. I thought it was just going to, just touch it and just go back up. But we did end up going a little bit lower than that. But the bodies of the candles did stay around the 50%. Okay, so we did get our take profit. So right here to right here was the fair value gap that we had, right there to right there. But we did end up using this one instead. So those are the type of things that I like to look for. But we did end up really using this one overall, but we did mark out that first one, and we created a wick, barely touched it, and then kept on going higher. So we're gonna write 6/17/25 trade journal. So I'm gonna mark this trade from to the left to the right. So price took out okay, so we took out this low, if you guys remember. So it was 1:30 to 2 o'clock. we're gonna write it like that. Okay, so all this should be from right here. So 1:30 to 2 o'clock right here, right? This is our afternoon range. We had the high up here and the low right here. So we're gonna extend that where we took it out. So we took out this low right here. So we're gonna go a little bit lower or closer. We took it out here, and then we had a first presented fair value gap. Just how we drew out this one. During these 30 minutes, the first one that popped out was this one. So this is the exact same as this one, but from a long time ago. So I'm gonna write price took out today's afternoon range. Price went into old first presented fair value gap. Price had a strong reaction up and created a plus fair value gap. What I mean by that is, okay, so we had a strong reaction up off of this, but then we also left a fair value gap right here from this high to this candle's low. And we saw that price respected it. So meanwhile, it went higher. It also left other plus fair value gaps. And then what else can we say? So we did draw a fib. So after it took out recent high, it retraced, I would say immediately. And went to, we're gonna say 50% of that range. Bodies of the candles stayed right at 50%. A wick went into the first, not the first presented fair value gap, but the first plus fair value gap of the price range. And then afterwards, so we took this trade right here. So I took a trade in the 20-minute macro. Minute macro would be from 250 to 310. So from that high to this low right here. In between these 20 minutes, we do have an opportunity to take a trade. So we took this trade at 304. So 304. Price did go lower, so we were in negative. All right, so the last thing I wrote was trade took 8 minutes to reach our target, and so this didn't work. This one that popped up right here didn't also not work, and now we really took out these two highs right here. So we can see that we took our profit there. spot right there. And we did take our $300 profit. This is not financial advice. I am using a paper trade account, you know, just reviewing my trades and all that. But yeah, I think that's it for me today. Hopefully these videos come out soon. I do have a couple already recorded, just so you can have an idea to see what I'm doing, how I journal my trades, you know, just really explaining each single move and what I think price is likely to do. But yeah, until next time, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll wait for you guys for the next video.